equal opportunity educational institution.
There's always a good reason to come to Cooperstown.
The newest exhibit at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum, Diamond Mines, showcases the integral part that scouts have played in the history of our national pastime. Using stories from players, executives, and the scouts themselves, you will get a real look inside the game from the back roads to the major leagues.
Plan your return to the Baseball Hall of Fame today. For more information, visit baseballhall.org.
Into the sixth inning, Gene Simmons, Luis Rodriguez, and Ed Rogers are the slated hitters against Jeff Bennett. As they are tied at 2. Simmons will lead it off. He has reached base twice. First on an infield base hit, and then in the fourth inning on the only walk allowed by Bennett so far. And that walk cost him. He would come around to score the first of the 2 runs in the Bridgeport fourth. Those countered the Barnstormers' 2 third-inning runs, and that's where we stand at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bennett ready to go. To Simmons, breaking ball, and that is torched to deep left center field. Sprinting back is Owens. He won't get there. He's got to play that up against the boards. Simmons around second. He is sprinting for third. Here comes a throw. He won't have him at all. A leadoff triple to left center field for James Simmons. He has hit for the cycle over the last 2 games, and Bridgeport has the go-ahead run at third base for the second game in a row. Nobody out here in the 6th inning. Throw into third base very high. Rosario went up for it. Already sliding in was Simmons with the triple. The Barnstormers will bring the infield in once again. Rodriguez, the batter, he has popped the second and reached on an error. A ground ball that could have, should have, would have been a double play back in the fourth. Bennett ready to go to Rodriguez. A strike at the knees. It is 0-1. Simmons has needed 7 at-bats over 2 games to hit for the cycle. He has a walk to boot. To Rodriguez. Inside and low on the sinker. It's 1-1. Eddie Rogers has already singled in a run in this ball game. He waits on deck. Score level at 2 in the 6th inning. The bullpen begins to scramble. To Rodriguez. Ground ball over toward third. The runner has to freeze. Rosario fires across. They get Rodriguez. That's out number 1. If Simmons had even flinched off of third, he would have been in trouble because the bounder from Rodriguez was hit right near the back. 1 out. Rogers will step in. The Barnstormers will keep the infield close. Butch Hobson will pay a visit. The Barnstormers have action in the bullpen. He is checking in on Bennett here. Stantrell Smith, the right fielder, is the on-deck batter. Is a sidearmer warming up in the bullpen, but no longer can we know which one without picking up the number, because Cody Epley is also a sidearmer. We haven't seen him yet, and I have a feeling that's who that is, because it would be a little bit too early for Brody Downs. Epley just signing earlier in the week. He's from the Harrisburg area, Dillsburg specifically. And earlier this season he made a couple of appearances for the New York Yankees. Yes, at the major league level. Ball loose from the Barnstormers bullpen, so we got to hold things up for a moment. Simmons at third with 1 out. Rogers steps in. We already know Simmons can run. They may turn him loose on contact. Bennett to the plate. Rogers gets a pitch high. It is ball 1, no strikes. All in all, Bennett hasn't thrown that many pitches, and he's put together a pretty decent game. 1 out, runner at third. A ball and no strikes to Rogers, and he scalds one foul. Over on the third base side, it is a ball and a strike. Smith on deck. Can Bennett do what Pollock did last night? The score the same, 2-2. Last night it was second and third, nobody out. Tonight, just the runner at third with nobody out. He's gotten one out. Now to Rogers, 1-1. Crowds him inside. Ball 2 and a strike. Rogers was the final out in that sixth inning sequence for Dwayne Pollock a night ago. He struck out to end it. Two balls and a strike to Rogers. Bennett takes a peek around to see where his fielders are. Here's the 2-1. Popped up. This could be trouble. Sprinting back is Contreras. On comes Owens. Owens will make the catch, and Simmons holds at third. Rogers flies out the shallow center. Owens came a long way in. Ordinarily, when the infield's playing in, the outfielders will play up a few steps as well to not allow that tweener base hit. And the Barnstormers outfielders were probably a step or two closer. Willie Upshaw being very conservative with his runner at third base, now 2 outs, and he needs to entrust Stantrell Smith to get that run home. Last night, a similar play in the 7th inning. Molina with a short fly ball, probably shorter than that one. And Anthony Contreras was turned loose and scored the tie-breaking run in the bottom of the 7th inning. Here's the pitch to Smith. Swing and a miss. The ball gets away from Buller, but not far enough. And Simmons, once again, has to stay put at third base. No balls and 1 strike on Stantrell Smith, who was struck out and sacrificed. The Bridgeport Bluefish trying to take a lead here in the 6th inning to Smith. Slider low and away. Ball 1, strike 1. On deck is shortstop Brandon Chavez. Defense back with 2 outs. Here's the 1-1. Smith yanks it out the left field. Russell right there, and Bennett has dodged the 6th inning. Landing a leadoff trip.
Buddy.
No runs, 1 in, no errors. And
Gave up a
Simmons
leadoff
walked in
trip
Park
when they
over
didn't
third
score.
base. So 2 nights in a row, the Barnstormers have squirmed out of the 6th inning. We'll go to the bottom part of the inning. It is still Lancaster 2 and Bridgeport 2.